KISS video lesson, electronic handheld magnifiers. Keep it short and simple. Introduction to Assistive Technology for Visually Impaired Persons.
Video is part of the Erasmus Plus KISS project.
Erasmus KISS projekta.
Hello everyone, my name is Ivana Majta. I am the Vice President of the Split County Association of the Blind. I have blonde hair, and today I'm wearing a white shirt and blue jeans. Today, I'll show you how to use handheld electronic magnifiers. The first magnifier I'll demonstrate is the Luki HD5, which looks like a mobile phone. However, it is slightly larger. It has a screen on the front and no buttons, as it operates via touch. On the back, it has a small lever or handle that you can adjust to suit the position of the paper. When turned on, you'll see how it works. It lights up because there's a camera on the back that focuses on the paper. I'll place it on the paper. Using the touch screen, I can enlarge or reduce the text size. To read, I need large letters. Now, I read, Institutions for the Employment of Persons with Disabilities. Now, when I start reading, some people might not like the contrast I've chosen, so we can change the contrast. For example, white letters on a black background. It can also be black letters on a white background, yellow letters on a black background, and other combinations. You decide depending on the remaining vision, light, and quality of the printed material. Personally, I prefer the original setting, so I can adjust the size and contrast to my liking. Additionally, you can adjust the brightness on this device. Here it is. This button turns the sound on and off. There can be a line, no line, or a line to make it easier to follow. It can be a horizontal or vertical line, but I find it easiest to use without a line. As I mentioned, there's the brightness function. Low brightness, then it can be brighter, and there is the highest brightness, which suits me the most. You read by following line by line. Initially, it's very difficult and takes time to get used to reading line by line. It's not natural to immediately read word by word or half a word. And it looks like this. These institutions are companies whose main goal is to offer paid employment opportunities to persons with disabilities. They operate in various sectors and provide a work environment. And now we go to the next line, go back. Tailored to the defined needs of employees. And the line is finished, and we need to move the magnifier again, and so on. This magnifier has another feature, which is to take a picture of the current word, for example. Now I press the button, and I can lift the magnifier and look at this word, for example. I can also enlarge or reduce this photographed, frozen word. The second magnifier I'll show you is the Rhinoco Mano 5 magnifier, which is different from the Luki 5 HD. Unlike the Luki, this magnifier is not touch-operated but has large buttons. It looks slightly larger than a mobile phone. It has a screen. On the right side of the screen, there's a plus for enlarging the size, the middle button is for changing the contrast, and the minus is for reducing the size. Now I'll turn it on and show you how it works. Hold the button for a long time to turn it on. When the magnifier starts operating, it lights up from the back. Here's the camera that illuminates and simultaneously enlarges the text. Now I'll place it on the paper and enlarge and reduce size using the plus and minus buttons. Let's read again. Institutions for the employment of persons with disabilities. It works like any other electronic magnifier. You read line by line. So, we go to the end of the line. We go back if we want to read a new line.
Sada ću vam pokazati kako izgledaju njegovi kontrasti. Znači, osim
Now I'll show you its contrasts.
bijela slova,
So, besides the classic print, we have white letters on a black background, black letters on a white background, yellow letters on a black background, black letters on a yellow background, and the original setting that I most often use.
isto tako mogu stisnit,
I can also press the freeze image option, and then reduce and enlarge the size of the image.
smanjivat.
Now it stays as it is. The image is frozen.
Ona je slika zamrznuta. Razlika između
The difference between the Luki HD5 and the Reinecker Mano 5 is, well, it depends. This one, for example, has an HD screen, while the other magnifier does not.
nema.
However, people need to try and test the magnifiers to decide which one they want to use, or which one is better for them.
Žele koristiti, odnosno koje im je bolje. Slične su performanse.
They have similar performance and are very small, light, simple, and portable. You can have them in your bag and use them whenever you need them.
Jednostavni i prenosivi, možete ih imati u torbi i mogu vam koristiti kad god vam zatrebaju. Čisto radi
Also, for comparison, we'll see how much a regular magnifying glass can enlarge compared to handheld electronic magnifiers. The results are incomparable.
gledali ovaj video. Ukoliko
Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them in the comments, or through the contact details we'll leave in the video description.
pratite nas i dalje i naučite
Follow us and learn with us more about assistive technology. Goodbye.
KISS Intro to AT for VIPs. Keep it short and simple. Introduction to Assistive Technology for Visually Impaired Persons. This is an Erasmus Plus KA210 ADU project funded by the European Union. However, the views and opinions expressed are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of the European Union or AMPEU, Erasmus Plus agency in Croatia, nor are the European Union and AMPEU responsible for them.